Kaya yung mga tao minsan nagiging negative sa inyo dahil lumalabas na parang user kayo. User kayo, magagamit lang kayo pag kailangan nyo kami. Pero panahon ng kinakailangan kayo, hindi man kayo tumutulong.
Contingencies. By contingencies, are you referring to Taiwan?
Not necessarily, ma'am.
Given that the Balikatan suddenly has shifted to northern Luzon, given that we are hearing of 4 sites all in northern Luzon, hence it is all in Taiwan, and that is the new evolving contingency. Is that correct?
It doesn't have to be Taiwan. We have to consider threats. That's assumptions that we're making. As I can only speak of the armed forces, ma'am.
Gentlemen, what's our fight with Taiwan? What is our fight with Taiwan? I don't understand.
No, ma'am. I'm not
So why are we
saying-
doing all the military exercises in northern Luzon a stone's throw or at least a boat ride away from Taiwan? Then clearly, the new expanded EDCA is addressing the escalation of tensions in the Taiwan Straits, not Philippine interests in the West Philippine Sea. We are therefore going to fight for another country, the United States. Is that correct, sir?
May I defer this to the Secretary?
Secretary Galvez, before you proceed, again, this is a matter of nomenclature. General Centeno should have explained the difference between natural hazard contingency, military contingency, or even economic contingency. And that's why dapat nag-uusap kayo ng DFA para isa lang. Kaya maguguluhan si Chairman Imee Marcos, yung sagot nyo.
Palagay ko naguguluhan rin sila.
So, isa na lang siguro. Ano ba yung definition nyo ng contingency which would merit the expansion of the EDCA? Perhaps lumilihis yung typhoon doon. Baka ganun. O nagkaroon ng blockade dito sa anong to, itong straight na dadaanan ng ating mga supplies. So siguro isang buong larawan ang magigay niya. I'm sorry,
you look at the totality of our complete preparedness to collective defense and also to disasters. Of course, considering that the Philippines is the most vulnerable on climate change, we'll try to look at it at the comprehensive and strategic perspective of the whole territory that we had. Balikatan exercises is being done annually, and it is being done rotationally on the different regions. We have already completed many Balikatan exercises in Central Luzon and also in Southern Luzon. And even we have a parcel of joint training, we call it Salaknib, I believe, in the areas of Mindanao. In fact, right now we have joint exercises with Australia in 6 infantry division, meaning the contingency that we are having is basically full scale, meaning whole of nation and whole of government approach. At the same time, it also covers the whole territory that we had, including all the island. So the reason why we choose the northern part for Balikatan exercises, because there is the tendency of really our preparation really for disaster is very.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Alam nyo, magpapalabasan na lang tayo dito ng sama ng loob. Dahil nga, pag dumating yung pambubuli ng China, tayo galit na galit sa China, wala tayong ibang iniisip kung kanino tayo hingi ng tulong. And the closest ally that we can think of is Amerika. Di ba? Dapat silang tutulong sa atin. Ngayon, ito namang Amerika, marami mga previous incidents na pinapahirapan rin tayo, ginigipitin tayo. Like for example, yung na-cite kanina ng ating isang resource speaker during Marawi Siege, yung procurement namin sa PNP ng rifles, hinarang ng Amerika. Hindi sila tumulong, nagamit sana namin yun sa Marawi Siege. Ngayon, kaya mag-ingat tayo paano tayo magamit at magpagamit sa kanila. At the same time, kung magpagamit tayo, dapat magamit rin natin sila. Hindi dapat one way. Hindi ito dapat one way na maalala lang namin ang Pilipinas. Kayo ngayong may problema sa Taiwan, pwede palang gamitin na launching pad itong Northern Luzon para sa counter-attack natin doon sa Taiwan. Kung na-invade ang Taiwan by China, pwede magamit ng Pilipinas. Itong mga Amerikano rin dapat, ipaparating rin nyo, sir, kayo naman nag-uusap palagi. Kayo man nag-uusap, parating rin nyo na kaya yung mga tao minsan nagiging negative sa inyo dahil lumalabas na parang user kayo. User kayo, magagamit lang kayo pag kailangan nyo kami. Pero panahon ng kinakailangan kayo, hindi man kayo tumutulong. Pero the fact remains, kahit na meron tayong ganong hinanakit sa kanila, the fact remains na sila pa rin ang kinakailangan talaga natin kapag tayo binubuli ng China. Wala tayong ibang mapuntahan kundi Amerika. Yun lang. Okay bang bawi ko, sir? Okay ba? Bumawi ako konti? Okay lang? Ha? gusto mo na mag-report sa Amerika eh. So, si Bato galit sa inyo. Parang gano'n ay. Pero wala tayong ibang pupuntahan kundi Amerika, di ba? Galit tayo sa pambubuli ng China. Kanino tayo hingi ng tulong? Amerika. Di ba? Pero yun nga lang, sabihan nyo yung Amerikana kayo, halata masyado user kayo. Maisip nyo kami kapag may looming threat dyan sa Taiwan na dagdagan nyo, halata masyadong move ninyo na gusto nyo, Northern Luzon, lagyan ng additional EDCA sites. Yun lang, mas maganda yung, kaya siguro negative yung ibang tao doon sa Northern Luzon sa kanila dahil kulang sila sa information na operation, naunahan sila ng China. Baka China nandun na, advance na doon, nangangampanya na yung China doon sa Northern Luzon na nagbibiro lang ako, gobyerno wala yan. Wala yan, Gob. Ang akin lang, ba't ang Amerika, klaruhin nila yung purpose na dito, na hindi kami gagamit sa inyo. Hindi kayong gagamit sa inyo. Wala kaming kung na gamitin kayo na pagkatapos gamitin kayo, iiwan namin kayo. O dapat walang ganunan. Yun lang, Gob, hindi ko kuha yun, Gob, na pinapasaya ko lang yung kwan dito ngayon, yung mood dito, kaya masyadong seryoso yung aming hearing dito. Yun lang, sir, iparating nyo sa Amerika na ganun. Huwag nyo kami masyadong gamitin. At alam nyo, we are also thinking mamalya, ayaw rin namin mapapagamit ng kami mapapasubo. Yun lang, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you very much. I think, unfortunately, Secretary Manalo needs to leave. I think you wanted to do a final statement. Is there a concluding response?
Oh.
I think he needs to leave.
Well,
Can we
I
just
know I
make
can,
him?
no, 5 minutes.
Yes.
I can,
Yes, okay. Wait, nalito na ako. Teka. Yes po.
so,
Where do we go? Okay, Risa.
Agyamanak, Madam Chair. Just a quick question.
Governor
Maybe-
Mamba also has raised his hand, and actually on the roster is really Sasot. In any case, Senator Risa.
In case the SEC would like to include this in his closing remarks, how can the Philippines pursue a more multilateral approach to resolving security concerns in the region? Salamat, Sec. Agyamanak, Madam Chair.
thank you. Madam Chair, my apologies. I have to leave very soon to attend to the visit of PM Anwar, who's going to meet the president this afternoon. First on the query of Senator Ontiveros, yes, I think precisely that is the approach we're taking now. Multilateral, which cooperation. Not only in terms of, let's say, multi, but even tripartite or joint with a number of our partners. It's already been stated at the last visit of the president's visit to Japan. We also entered into talks with Japan on how we can enhance defense cooperation with Japan. And Japan is certainly taking, in our view, a more active role now in the region. And we think it's really a very good opportunity to explore how we can build up on our cooperation, not only in terms of military cooperation, but also on economic and other areas where we can enhance our security. So that's being done with Australia. We're also very much in touch now with Australia. And in terms of our ASEAN partners, we're also in talks with Singapore. And we will also embark on discussions with Vietnam and other countries in the region, all with the intention of trying to increase our security, not only in terms of military and defense, but also through economic security. So that's definitely the approach that we are adopting now, and as well as, of course, with traditional partners like the United States. I just wanted, Madam Chair, just to say last points on our discussion on EDCA. What I can simply say is that on EDCA, of the existing 5 projects, a number of them already include humanitarian and disaster relief projects. So that's very much in sight. What I just wanted to stress that when it comes to the EDCA, our main control really lies on the fact that any project or any kind of location will have to be agreed upon by mutual agreement. So our control lies on where it's located and also on the projects. Any kind of project will also have to be on the basis of mutual agreement. So I think in that sense, there is control over some of the other aspects of the agreement. But I just wanted to add that by saying that we do have control, especially in the most important parts, location and the nature of the project. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, Secretary Manalo, and thank you for participating in this extended executive session hearing today. Certainly, we'd like to look at possible amendments to the EDCA, given that it's due for extension April next year. Thank you. And with that, I'd like to recognize Governor Mamba once again and Sasot over there. Governor Mamba, you have your hand up.
Yeah, Your Honor. I was just going because when the political officer of the U.S. Embassy came to me, together with 3 military men and the economic attaché, as if he was insisting to me that I was talking with Chinese officials. Never. As if we could not decide on our own. No Chinese official ever talked to me about EDCA, about Taiwan, about all of this. That is why...
Agbiag ka, Gobernador, agbiag.
Diyan laing ako, talaga decision mi laing nito. Di pa nagkita mi, ang nakikita po namin, just leave us where we are today. Para wag na ho nating guluhin na ito. And we see a lot of partnership with our neighbors in the future. No, ayun lang po yumaman yung China eh. Ayun lang po nakikipagkaibigan sa amin para makapasok din sila at ma-develop din ang aming agriculture and our aquaculture and everything here. And they want to buy it all also for their food security. And so, wala ho kami na ibibenta na produkto namin sa Metro Manila except rice and corn. And I think this is our time. So, sana maintindihan nyo where we are coming from. No? We feel that the future of our region is connecting with our neighbors up north. From the very start, in 2016 when I became governor, I said, let's look northward, let's move northward, let's connect northward. And that is why we're trying to dredge our rivers so that we could open our seaports and reconnect with our neighbors up north. Ito po yung nakikita kasi namin. And I think this could be our gateway to a more progressive Philippines, to a more progressive Cagayan, to a more progressive North. Kaya, again, Madam Chairperson, please be with us here. I know you are really with us here because this is the future of the North, this is the future of the Ilocanos too, and it's the future of even the entire Luzon, the entire Philippines. So, maraming salamat po for inviting us here. Wala ho. I never talk with any Chinese about all of these things. When I went to Alawag to attend their part, they shunned from talking about this. That's why, sabi ko, hindi magulo itong mga kausap natin. Tinitignan naman nila siguro yung interest din natin. Katulad din nila, tinitignan din natin yung interest nila. Yun lang po, maraming salamat.
Gob, thank you, Gob. At pareho tayo, ha? Hindi tayo pro-China, hindi tayo pro-America, pro-Filipino tayo, ha? Pro-Filipino. Hindi lang pro-Ilocano. Pro-Filipino tayo. Kaya, bahala sila. Basta importante, pro-Filipino tayo. Thank you, Gob. Salamat, Gob, sa palabas mo. Thank you, Gob.
Thank
Sir,
you.
yun din ang sinabi ko sa kanila nung pumunta sila sa akin. I am not pro-American, I am not pro-China. I am pro-Cagayan and pro-Philippines. No, I'm just, I'm so impressed with what the president did, no? When he had an agreement with President Xi Jinping of continuously, no, talking about the maritime disputes. Alam ko po ito mga boundaries kasi because ang boundary ko po ay Kalingay na Payaw. Pinag-aawayan po ang boundary pero never na pinag-awayan namin. Never na nagpapatayan kami sa boundary. Pinag-uusapan po namin. Of course, there are bullying. No? There will be skirmishes. But we do not fight over it because we could co-manage it. You know, I was a member of the cabinet of President Noynoy noon when we discussed this. Kaya sinasabi ko, China offered bilateral talks kaagad noon. But we voted that it will become a multilateral talk. No? And this is where we are now. No? But I think, let us go back. No? Siguro pwede tayo umatras ng konti para makuha natin ito. At kung sana walang nakikialam na iba, sa tingin ko, no? Taiwan and China will have their own way of solving this problem. Huwag lang natin i-escalate pa. Bakit pa tayo makikasali kasi? Yun lang po. Ang nakikita ko kasi. No, because nakita naman natin si President Marcos and President Jinping. Sabi na, let's continuously talk about it. Let's continuously talk about it, about the maritime dispute. So that means no quarrel over it. Yun lang po. And that alone, that made us where we are today. That is our position today too. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you, Gov. And we call on Sasot at this point.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Ma'am, I would just like to expand the discussion on this one kasi ang nakakalimutan natin kung ano ba ang Pilipinas sa Amerika. Ang Pilipinas po ay kasama po ito sa first island chain ng bansang Amerika. Ang first island chain ay ang kanyang defensive perimeter sa Asia. At malinaw na malinaw ito sa bansang Amerika simula pa ng World War II. Actually, ang motivation sa likod ng first island chain ay mapanatili na ang Pacific Ocean ay American Lake. Ito ay sinabi ni US President Dwight Eisenhower noong 1954 na ang Pacific Ocean should always remain an American lake. At kung makikita natin sa kasaysayan, tuwing may nagcha-challenge sa Amerika sa dominance niya sa Pacific Ocean o sa Pacific area, nagkakaroon ng gera. Yan ang katotohanan dyan. Ikalawa, ang sinasabi kanina po na hindi po yung tungkol po sa Pilipinas magiging target pagdating magkaroon ng gera. Actually, naging concern na po ito ng mga Pilipino noon pa, kahit noong nininegotiate po ang Philippine independence noong 1940s. At ang sinasabi nila na ang presensya ng base militar sa ating bansa ay malubhang mapanganib sa atin. At kung hindi nyo po nalalaman, noong ang EDCA ay na-expand na, ito po ay ipinagdiwang ng mga Amerikano. At tahasan nilang sinabi na ang additional EDCA sites ay magpo-provide ng additional targeting challenge sa China. Ano yung ibig sabihin nitong targeting challenge? Ibig sabihin, mas magiging komplikado na ang magiging gera at imbes na ang magiging target lang ng China ay ang base ng Amerika sa Guam, Okinawa, ay makakasama na tayo dito. So ito po ang katotohanan dyan at ito'y pinag-uusapan sa US media. So ayun lang po, Madam Chairwoman. Maraming salamat.